stuff and all that's going on. Let's introduce the panel. Let's see what's going on. I ain't even talking to Swag. So what's up, Big Hen?
What's up, baby? It's your boy Big John. You know what it is, JFL Live. We are here, baby, man, ready to talk about that thing, man. But what's up, Johnny Dad? What's going on, baby?
You know, we out here killing it this week. You know, big week last week for us for our first annual turkey drive. So that was pretty impressive. But man, I'm ready to get this week started. Game tomorrow. I'm actually going to the game. So I might be rocking my coat. Yeah. So I might be out here doing it big.
All right.
Tony, what's going on in Tony's corner, man?
Let's start with this, everybody. So I think it's important that we first talk about Thanksgiving. So for my corner today, I'm gonna start with Big Hen. Big Hen, I know your Thanksgiving was good. Everybody had a good Thanksgiving, but tell me what you're thankful for.
Man, I'm thankful for this waking up, man, and life, and having a beautiful family, man, and thankful for great friends like you guys and brothers that I have, man. You know, the friends that I have now in my circle, I'm thankful for them, man. And I'm just, you know, hey, that's what I'm thankful for. What about you, Johnny Jad?
Oh man, I'm just lucky I'm alive. You know, this corona is getting crazier and crazier by the moment. You know, definitely that turkey drive opened up your eyes. You know, you always want to strive to be better and have better things, but then when you see when people have less than you, and you know, just a little help, you know, like giving them flowers. Something like that one lady, remember?
Yeah.
She had a bad day and it made her week and years. So I mean, just seeing that, and then, you know, it really makes you appreciate what you have. You know, I think a lot of us get into that mindset where you might have some stuff, but then you want better, and then you don't think it's worth anything. And then to another person, that'd be the world to them, you know. And it's giving them some little flowers like that just changed that lady's life. Was crazy.
Right.
But you, Tom?
Hey man, I'm thankful for my grandkids. I'm thankful for, you know, it's amazing. I had a lot going on at work, and so I'm thankful for all the employees that work with me. And you know, I'm thankful for my mom and sisters and everybody in my life. And,
can I say something for you? I'm thankful you finally got a decent background.
It's about time.
That has to be his best background ever.
Hey, and most importantly, I'm thankful for the JFL family, because you know this has been a long year, and we have endured. We have done a lot together, got to know each other even better, and this family is just growing. And so I know it's odd for us, but everybody don't realize who the real superstar of this show, Lex Shelton. So Lex, I know you don't want to get on and show your face, but I hope you do. But tell us what you thankful of. Come on, Lex.
Lex probably ain't even around.
Come on, Lex.
But if Lex not there, let me get this story real quick. So we pull up to the one lady house. So y'all gotta hear this. So here go John. John goes to the door, y'all. Boom, 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 boom. JFL Live. JFL Live. Man, I bet you everybody there thought he said JSO. JSO. He's not gonna have no know about the police like you the po-po.
I think that was like, what was that, like 9:30, 10 o'clock?
Yeah. All the kids outside, like he knocking on the door hard, ain't he?
And for all the people that missed it, we passed out turkeys. We passed out turkey boxes. We had all the fixings in it, and we had a really good time. And you know, and the people that we went to, they were very appreciative. But like Johnny Jaguar said, we went to this one lady's house, and she had just got off work.
Yeah.
She had a bad day, a bad week, and she said there was nothing that could make her day. She was just gonna chill with her kids and try to make it better. And so Johnny Jaguar goes up with some flowers. He hands her some flowers. She starts crying, and then she said, "I appreciate the food, but the flowers, I needed it because my week was so bad." And so, and that tells you every day everybody has something going on in their life, and sometimes it's the simple things that make it okay. And so sometimes you have to think about that when you go home to the wife, the girlfriend, the sister, the brother. Sometimes it's just the simple things that fix everything, you know. And we have to remind ourselves of that. Sometimes we make we say things we shouldn't say, we do things we shouldn't do, but at the end of the day, sometimes you have to take a step back and just do something simple to say, hey, I appreciate you.
Yeah. But remember the kids came out too and said, is this real?
yeah.
Like, that's just craziness to see.
We had a good time too. And I tell you what, so I checked, and we did 225 miles of driving for those 2 days. Man. So those are the best 225 miles I've ever done to show everybody that JFL appreciate and we love the city of Jacksonville, and we are going to do whatever we can to make things special. So to go along with that, we're going to talk about the next thing.
What we got, Tony? What we got?
We are going to do the toy drive. There's not going to be a toy drive in Jacksonville this year because of the virus. So we're putting it together, ladies and gentlemen. We have the sponsors on one side and the people that need on the other side. Send us your emails. If you want to be a sponsor, you want to help out, send us an email, let us know. If you know a family in need that has small kids, please email us and let us know, because just like Thanksgiving, we want to do well for our community and really give back and make sure that everybody has a great Christmas. So it's really important to us. So send us an email at info@jfllive.com. Johnny Jaguar is monitoring that email like crazy. He calls me at 10 o'clock at night. Hey, we got an email. We need to take care of this. So believe me, we watching it.
yeah, Johnny. Man, you be getting text from him 2 o'clock in the morning.
Like,
oh, yeah.
What you
and
doing,
then I call this guy. He calls me 5 hours later. Be like, come on, man. I'm sleeping now. So, John, what's so important about 98 for this toy drive? What's that represent? Because we're doing 98 families. Is that right?
98 families. That's for John. And let me start this. The reason I think that we all appreciate doing 98 kids is because John has given his whole career. Since I've known him, he has given and given and loaned and given and loaned and loaned. And so it's an appreciation that says that, hey, number 98 is still giving and giving and giving. You know, I saw that thing on TV where Ocho Cinco came to Jacksonville, gave about $1,000 tip. And I think that was very, very great of him. But let me say this. I've seen John do that 100 times. And so, you know, listen, for me, I want everything that we do and everything we say go into history. And people are going to talk about it. When people talk about 2020, I want them to remember the JFL Thanksgiving drive. And I want them to remember the 98 toy drive that JFL did. Those are the things I want to remember, because all the bad stuff is going to be remembered, but we got to bring some good stuff to everybody's life. Yeah. What about you, Big Hand?
Yeah, I truly believe that, man, because it seems like we don't have a lot of good stuff talking about, dude. And we got to mix it up. We got to balance this thing. Right now, everything is negative. And we got to balance this thing, man. But
listen, we have to balance the good, because I'm going to tell you what. I tell you, that JFL family is so strong that for the first time, I'm going to do this. Johnny Jaguar hollers at me and he says, hey, your sister in Miami. John knows more about my sister's business than I do. And my sister's putting together all these weddings and she's doing this stuff on Saturdays. And so I see all these pictures of all the good. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's still good happening in the world.
Yeah.
We're dealing with the bad, but there's still some good stuff going on.
Well, it's suppressed. They never really bring out too much of the good stuff. It's always negative, you know? And I think that's the problem right now.
Yes.
Is, you know, a lot of things are going swept under the rug.
Yeah.
That don't make the big picture, you know?
Right. All is good.
So now that we talked about Thanksgiving, Big John, I'm going to put it in your corner. How you doing today?
I'm good, man. We need to talk about this COVID now, because they done hit again. I don't know which wave we on. Is it 7, 8, 9, or 10 wave? Which wave we on, man? Because you got, what, NBA now that I heard John and Lex talk about. NFL with now Tuesday game. It's like, I'm all excited for Monday Night Football. Then we go to Tuesday Night Football. It's a lot. But what are they doing, man? That's the question. What are they doing? Because I know if you put your mask, you clean your hands, you make sure the things around you do it, you can get through it. But everybody, it's hard to, like John told me. John said it before the show. It's hard to maintain 53 guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you got 12 guys in basketball. That's easy. You can do that all day. But 53, so you're on the roster.
But they're not doing a bad job, though. You got to think. They've done an actually pretty good job of still having a decent season. I didn't think it'd be this good, to be honest with you.
Now, come on now. Now, hold on. Come on now. You don't think they holding something back?
I mean, I wonder if they holding something back, John. But I will say that, you know, talking to some of the guys in the NFL and then talking to a couple of guys I know it's in the NBA, I have this feeling that the NFL is doing much more than any other sport to try to contain. Now, you and I both know, I mean, the president's had it. I mean, this look, COVID don't care if you're rich, poor, NFL, NBA. I mean, it's all about, you know, paying attention to where you are, limiting your exposure, and just trying to see what happens next. I mean, I tell you what, I got a bigger question that I've been asking people for all week, and I keep getting the same answer. Vaccine coming out. All this going on, the vaccine coming out, and everybody I ask, will they take the vaccine? They all say no.
Man, look here. Mama, if you watching this, I love you to death. I just don't know. You let God move you with how you go. My mama told me she gonna take it next Tuesday. She just told me, and I'm like, okay. But before that, I saw a Dolly Parton. If y'all know Dolly Parton, she's from Nashville, Tennessee.
Yes.
So I didn't know she done put this much money into finding a vaccine. So
yes.
So they're saying that she has one. But I saw it in a Tennessee article. Why is it ain't nationally big? Is it working? Have they tried it? It seems like they have, because it's passed. I'm just trying to figure it out.
They got two big places are doing it, but they don't know about the long-term effects yet. That's an issue.
Yeah.
It's always an issue.
What people.
But hold on. Ibuprofen is a long-effective issue. When you take it too much. All these pills are got an effect at the end. Go look at your grandpas and moms and great grandpa. What they dealing with? Stuff inside. What you been taking? All been taking this, that. Not just smoking cigarettes. It ain't about all that. It's more than that, because they've been taking pills too. So
right.
What I'm saying is, what do you do? And you know, all I do, I give it to God. If he moves me, I said, Mama, I'm gonna tell my mom, if he moves you, Mama, then you do it. You know, because she's still doing stuff. She's still, you know, doing her thing, and she just want to be safe, and I understand. And she just do what she got to do. But you know, I don't know, man. It's just which one is right. They don't
know. We'll be talking about this for the next 20 years, because we don't know. I mean, this is something that has never happened.
Right.
Nobody was prepared for it. And look, I tell you what, Johnny Jaguar and I was talking about this. What I tell people, John, I'm very upfront about this. I said, listen, I go to work, I make sure the employees are safe, and we do all the things we're supposed to do. But for those people there's people that go out and say, hey, I'm not going to stop my life because of COVID. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to go to the club and I'm going to go do this, I'm going to do that. And then, you know what happens? They get it, and then they send a Facebook message out. Oh, please pray for me. And it's kind of hard to feel sorry for people when you know, it's kind of like anything else. If somebody say, don't cross the street, there's too many cars, and you go across the street and get hit, you can't really holler foul.
What do you do?
You know what I'm saying?
But all I do, I'm going to pray for them. That's what they ask for. So I'm going to pray for them. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
So, you know, it's a damn if you do, damn if you don't. And what's happening is, so you have a lot of people that say, I'm not going to stop my life. So this person passes, this person passes, this person passes, this person, and then it starts getting into the family life.
Yeah.
See, it's okay if you don't care about yourself and go out and party, But when you leave the club and go to the grandkids and the kids, and then it gets spreaded, that's when it becomes a big problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you know, and you know, we still debating about the mask. Some people say don't wear the mask, some people say wear the mask. I mean, no matter what you do, everybody's kind of making their own decisions, and I think that's where we get into the situation of what's right, what's wrong.
Don't wear a helmet playing football or wear a helmet. I don't want to wear no helmet.
Yeah, but then when you get hurt, what happens?
Busted open and you sitting there dead. You're gonna die. You're gonna do one or two, have an aneurysm, die, or whatever, something.
And I saw a thing on the news today where they put so much into COVID that they forgot about AIDS, HIV, they forgot about everything. They said, "Oh,
everything,
God.
The common cold just forgot."
Yeah.
Oh, nigga, you got cold. You got cold. Get away.
Every time somebody, and it's crazy because when you pass by somebody in the store and they cough, you say, "Oh, Lord." And then,
that's how your mindset ain't.
Yeah. If somebody call you and say they got hey, John, I got a headache. Hey, man, you better go get tested. John, I'm coughing. You better go get tested. John, I got diarrhea. You better go get tested.
Hey, y'all, look me, man. Look, man, I wipe all down. I take a bath in alcohol. When I leave the store, I'm taking a bath in the car and with alcohol. Splash. Yeah. Just taking off, go and get home, go straight to the shower. Don't touch me. I've been out. Let me get in the shower, put these clothes in, what's next. That's what I'm doing. And praying that family don't get nothing. That's it.
Me and Johnny Jaguar, so I keep bottles in my car, little spray bottles. And he and I left we delivered everybody.
Yeah.
We was at the red light and he had a bottle, I had a bottle. We was like
you just being safe, man. You just, because you know what it does, you know how it travels, you know what it's, going through. So it's you just trying to be cautious, man. That's
it is true. It is very true.
Yeah.
So now we've talked about COVID. So let's talk about football now. Let's talk about some real football. Because Johnny Jaguar made me mad earlier. So I'm gonna go ahead and start talking about my Jaguars. You notice I lift my arm up so my Jaguar can show. So I'm a diehard Jaguar fan. All right? And I've been a fan since we got the team. And then I hate when people say, well, Pittsburgh got this many rings and Dallas got this many rings. Jaguars don't have none. Well, listen, let me tell y'all something for all y'all cheering for some of these teams. Some of y'all teams been around for 60 years, so I don't want to hear it. And I don't want to hear nothing about Dallas because Dallas, they just suffering.
It might make the playoffs still. It might make the playoffs still.
Ah!
That's how bad that division is right now.
Yeah,
let me tell y'all something. The Jaguars made a fatal mistake. Last year, they knew that Marrone shouldn't be the coach. He couldn't motivate these guys to play. And if you were gonna rebuild, John, you and I talked about this. If Marrone was given a second chance and Dave Caldwell was given a second chance, then why the hell did they rebuild? Because let me tell you something. When you start off with rookies, it's gonna take a little bit. So you let these two guys run the organization again, and then for me, you had the opportunity to say, okay, we're gonna let Marrone go, let McCardell kind of do his thing to the end of the year, see what happens, because there's no doubt in my mind they're gonna fire Caldwell and Marrone. There is no doubt in anybody's mind in Jacksonville, because I will say this live. If they don't fire them two, all the fans are done. The foolishness got to stop. Now,
we gotta look at the detail, Tony. We still gotta look at the whole thing. We can't look at just the season. Let's go back a little bit. They took everything away. Everything Marrone them was building, they took it away. you cannot leave that out. You got to understand, you take it away from the coach that he had there. You got to look at, darn, he's down. Yes, okay. Now he's got to find a way to lift his team up.
Wait a minute, John.
How you gonna lift the team up when you keep taking away?
No.
Taking away. Yes,
No.
Okay, man.
Marone had decisions in every player that got off his team.
No, he did. No, he
yes,
did.
He did.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. You better go talk to what's his name. He had all them decisions from all of them. He didn't have, why would you think he had all them decisions, man? He's fought for the guys.
Wait a minute now. According to Marone,
Tom Coughlin got rid of who he wanted to get rid of.
Yep.
Point blank. He was the man in charge. He had the last say so. Do you understand? Not Khan. Khan gave him the power. I'm with you. They did everything behind Marone back, man. I mean, y'all got to at least take that in consideration. They took his team away.
They traded all the best players.
They traded the leadership that they needed.
Elias, AJ Boye.
Yes, hey, Tony, I'm going to come to your job and take all your best sellers. Give me your seller. I want the best top one that made you 1.9 million last year, and I want the 2.5 million one that made you that. Give me all up. I bet you go to home and start crying. I bet you go home and start crying like a baby. Man, I ain't gonna make my 5 million this year in my company. No, because I took your 3 million people that made you money, and they finna make. Come on, man, Tony. Ain't no difference, man.
John.
Difference. You gonna go
okay.
there.
So what do you do? So are you telling me that you would keep Marone and Doc? Listen, okay, let's take Marone out of the picture for a minute. Let's start with Dave Caldwell, who is the GM, who's been here too damn long, who has made all the bad decisions, and he's the money man.
I mean, he does it. You don't do those kind of moves if you don't have job security. Simple as that.
Yeah. I just don't see what's happening. I mean, Jacksonville, this is the worst. Listen, what did we say before we came on the show? History will define the Jaguars in 2020 as sorry. They're not going to say, well, Marone did this, they did that, Caldwell. They're just going to say, hey, y'all remember in 2020 how sorry the Jaguars was?
And how Tony made a bet and lost?
Tony made a bet and lost.
See, now y'all going back to just the negative. Let's get the do you want the truth or you just want that's what they were? I think we dealing with the truth now in 2020. All the truth is coming out from everything. Let's deal with truth. Let's don't deal with just facts because it's they 1-9. What happened? Why are they 1-9? Come on, dude. We were just balling. We just got to the come on, what happened? You can't tell me. I know what happened to us. Jack Del Rio kept cutting us out. Deion Grant, Marcus Stroud, Mike P, they was going down like this, and I'm just looking. And my next, he kept chopping. Just like he wanted us to chop that damn tree, he chopped us apart when we was winning. Do you understand? His ego got here. His sorry-ass ego got here and destroyed that Jaguar team that would have built on to the team today. But he kept killing it. And he know it. I need him to get online and tell the truth. That's what I really need him to do.
So let me ask you this, John. So coaches, I get it. Head coaches are they human just like everybody else.
Yeah, thank you. There you go. They people.
And,
they got emotions.
It's no different than being at any job. It's all politics.
Same thing.
When you got your favorites, you let your favorites sometimes lead you into a black hole. And then all of a sudden, you can't get out of it. and I see it. I've seen it in business. I've seen it in NFL. I've seen it in NBA. You have leaders, ownerships, man, they have their favorites. They got their favorites here, their favorites there. And the people be whispering in your ear, oh, man, Marcus Stroud got to go. Oh, man, we need to get rid of John. And then all of a sudden, the team do this. Boom.
Just like that.
And then the owner look at each other, oh, shit, what happened? Then he go to the guy that's his favorite and say, man, what you think happened? I don't know. You the owner.
So, Big
and
John,
that's what happened with the Jaguars.
Do you think
the
Jags are going to win?
They don't have a leadership.
You think they're going to win Sunday against the Browns?
Yes.
Against Baker Mayfield?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And what did I tell you at the beginning of the show? You got to finish.
I feel so confident.
You gotta
but
finish.
now, okay. So we
1-9.
finish. You lose your draft stock. Now you can't get that franchise quarterback. Because let's be real, Coney. Minshew, Luton,
oh my God,
Mike Glennon are not franchise quarterbacks.
That's how you think as a fan, as a player, I need to finish strong.
And you gotta finish.
Do you remember? You remember what was it last year when you saw them finish strong? They won the last 3 games.
Yeah.
It does something for you. It does something for the fan. Oh, we got hope. Yeah, but how can we keep that win like that alive? How do we take it into next year? You can't take no 1-9 and 1-10. You don't want that.
Matter of fact,
I want it for the benefit of the team.
You want it for the benefit of the team. I want it for the benefit of the next generation coming down.
What's 2 wins going to do for you besides hurt your draft stock? What are those 2 wins going to do?
Let me tell you. I'm going to tell you what it's going to do.
Nothing.
Because for you and the other fans that feel that way, let me say this to you. There is no player on that team that is trying to tank to get nobody. You know why? Because that guy that's playing defensive line, he trying to keep his job. And so what? He not sitting on the side saying, oh man, if we lose again, we're going to get Trevor. Because guess what? Your ass might not be there for Trevor.
Well, yeah, I think no one's saying the players are tanking. It's management. For example, you're going to start the 3rd string quarterback over the 2nd string. Is that front office tanking? Oh, I believe so. You're going to take a star player and put a 3rd or 4th, 5th string guy to replace him. That's not tanking. Putting the wrong people in position don't have the skill set. Let's be honest. If we win a couple games, it's going to hurt our draft stock and our future. Do you want to get 6 and 7 quarterbacks like Wade Bortles, Leftwich, Garrard? Or do you want to have that Brett Favre, that Tom Brady? You know?
You
hurt yourself. You set yourself up.
Only way you're going to have a Brett Favre, Tom Brady, an awesome defense like you used to have is when you just sacrifice and not get rid of people. First of all, you can't get rid of people because of your ego. That's the whole thing. That's what's going around in the whole stadium right there. Whoever's sitting at the main table. You understand what I'm saying? Who's at the main table making the decision, talking about because of how they feel, not how the team needs to be. You took away everything that we had as a Jacksonville in my era. You took away again in the other era. Do you see the pattern? Stop the damn pattern and stay with it like the Pittsburgh Steelers, like the other people do, and they build on it. And the guys are more team than family, man. And I know my brother what he gonna do. Everybody on the Steelers defense knew what the other guy was gonna do, how they was gonna do it, how Hampton can spin, and once they come underneath, he coming down. He know the guy. That's a whole different type of football right there. When they on one heartbeat on the dang thing. When you can see, what's his name from the Steelers, my boy with all the hair, I can't get his name, sorry, big dog.
Malu.
He will come to the line and walk back, and out of nowhere, man, it's like he ran a 4-1 all the way back to, 10 yards, and he coming. Man, that type of stuff, man, I used to love watching them because I knew that's what we did. We was on that same level, man. But everybody, the fans are tired of the roller coaster.
Yep.
That's what the Jacksonville Jaguars are. We are roller coaster. From 95, getting it and getting it back up to 2000 and going back. That's a freaking roller coaster. Nobody wants that, man. So it starts at the front. Stop. Get rid of your egos because of guy coming in the truck and he's shaking. Let them be him.
Yep.
Let them be who they are. Guide them. Show them what, and let them make the
I think, I know who you're talking about, Jalen. I think getting rid of Jalen is probably going to set this franchise back a while. I mean, he's a generational player. If you look at him right now, he is the number 1 cornerback in the league.
Listen, I'll tell you like
all of that left has been great. Everybody leave Jacksonville comes great.
I'll tell you though, in any business, man, in any business on this planet, sometimes you get rid of a superstar before he becomes superstar greatness. And you have to live through it and make sure you don't make that mistake again. And
the wrong superstar got took away that time.
Yes.
Basically, it's the Coughlin should have been gone and the Jalen should have stayed. Correct. If they got rid of the Coughlin, even though the man just like Coughlin can get rid of you as a head guy, and I saw that in Coughlin. Oh man, you can't do that in the coach. He going, but him and the coach is good. Now I got to talk to the GM and we bump ahead. I don't need that because everybody know how Coughlin is. But when you get a little bit more power, I'm sorry, everybody know he abused it. He abused it, and that's just what it is. A lot of people abuse power, and he did. He took it to a sick man. Look,
he took it too far.
He took it too far. And I would have got rid of that, and we would still be having what we have.
Yeah.
Real talk. We would still have what we have. That's just, they got so much loyalty for the coaches, and what they record is they forget about who's playing the damn game.
Yep.
The commodity between the guys, is it good? When we not getting rid of the guys, we're going to get rid of the coach that's not doing the right thing, or the GM that's not doing the right thing. Come on, man.
And I'm gonna tell you something.
Get right up here. Yeah, I got a place for you. Blitz 22, listen, go up there. I can do that and sit down. I want to see them guys play.
Listen, John, you know this. I watch the Jaguars, and John will call me. Tony, can you believe that? Listen, we are at the point so that people watch, the fans watching TV, the players we're playing, hell, we can call the plays before they play. It's horrible.
Tony, you can get a playbook. You or John can get a playbook and give us right down what you want. But right. Man, look at here. If I don't run the slant right and get in my gap, if he don't run his slant, get slant, everybody get in their position, then the play go bomb. He go bust the crease and do all that. So you can call and, oh, it was an awesome blitz. It was an awesome call. No. Whatever you ain't got to call no blitz. You can just leave us man on man. I'm going to win. Marcus going to win. Somebody going to win.
That's right.
I'm going to get a hand in his face. We going to do something, but it ain't just all about the play call. I mean, you blitzing somebody. He better get
So what was the Browns week for you when you played against them? Did it ever get you a little more excited? Do you have any crazy memories about going there?
Yes, he has a crazy memory.
Hey, it's different for me to see the Browns, 7-3?
Yeah.
I ain't see, because when I was coming, they were, they was like us. It was the other way around. But
Tony, what are you talking about? He has a story. Please tell me what story is this. I got some memories
in Cleveland.
You put Cleveland?
Yeah. What are you laughing? Hey, what's so funny? Let's hear about this. What happened in Cleveland?
I don't know. We're going to leave Cleveland where that because he laughing too hard. I don't know what he talking about. Got me nervous. What's he talking about? What do you think, John?
Listen.
They just going to stomp over us, huh?
Yeah.
John, let me tell you something.
I'll tell you, the quarterback, this man, I just read about him before I got on. He been through a lot, too. Shoot. What is it? What's his name?
Mayfield?
No,
Baker.
I'm talking about.
Oh, Glendon?
Yeah.
Mike Law, he's trash.
He ain't trash.
Really?
Hey, let me tell you something. If he trash, why he got a job?
Everybody.
Hey, he gotta have some decent. He gotta at least be some type of good. I mean, I don't know. He can go in tomorrow and throw. I ain't gonna speak that over him. He can go in there and throw over 400 yards tomorrow.
I hope not.
I hope so. God, Johnny, we gonna take your credentials from you. We gonna strip your wall.
I'm being realist though. That's the problem. You guys aren't looking at the big picture.
You're just a fan realist. You ain't no whole. You gotta look at the whole picture.
I'm looking at the whole picture.
You look at one side. No, you don't. You look at one
side.
So
if I'm the owner, I want a tank. Are you serious? I want the best people possible.
The
more we win, now,
you think Trevor Lawrence is going to make Jacksonville a playoff team?
Well, yes. With the most capital in the league and a lot of draft picks next year, yes. with a good quarterback like that, yes. And you bring the pieces around him, good drafting, great free agents, and the people what we got from last year, yes, it is.
Okay,
that's very possible. Yeah.
So let's talk about Trevor Lawrence. All right, since you brought it up, let's talk about Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence pulled an Eli Manning. If the Jets try to recruit me, I ain't going.
He said that.
What happens if the Jaguars try to recruit him?
Wait a minute, hold on. He said that?
Yes.
Wait a minute, hold on. He said what again? He said
he ain't gonna play for him.
He'll play.
He'll stay in college.
Bro, let me tell you something. I don't
Here
that, man. Do you know this is a blessing to make it to the NFL to get paid that type of money on the
tell them again.
You can say, well, I ain't going to y'all if y'all draft me. So, man, look here, I'll leave his ass on the damn sofa. Cause look here, man, come on, man. Come on. It's like I'm confused about it. It bothers me.
Listen, to go in the draft is a blessing.
Yeah.
To be able to play in the NFL is a blessing. Man.
Yeah, but look at the Jets. Look at the Jets' history.
From
the GM
I
to the
don't
coach.
care.
Man, no,
you can't fix that.
You can't do nothing about that.
He's this. He's the best prospect since
he's a college prospect. College prospect. I was an Outlet Trophy winner. I was up for the Heisman. I did all that, but when whoever choose me, I'm going down there to do my job. If I'm in the cold, the sun, whatever it is, I am blessed to get to shake his hand. I didn't go do that part, but do something that I love. Not get to sit back and say, I'm not going in, and you're a college player. Now, look, I can deal with you doing this shit when you're already in the league. No, I ain't going over there. That's different. You're a rookie. No, you have not earned that right. You have not earned that right. Do you understand what I'm saying? Eli, I don't think that. Hey, I love Peyton them to death, but I don't think he earned that right. Nobody.
So, John, let me ask you this: why
is
it always quarterbacks to do that? How come you don't see defensive
tackle? Nobody.
I mean, that's a good question. Why is that to everybody else? It's just quarterbacks.
Yeah, that's all you see do it. Okay.
Yeah.
And you don't see that many do it. There's only been 5.
Yeah, that's true. True. Because.
and let me say this, Johnny. Check this out, Johnny. What happens if he says? He already said, I'm not going to the Jets. What happens if he says, I'm not going to the Jaguars? Then what? I mean, what we do? Open the
Bring
door.
me Fields, baby, because I'm happy with Justin Fields just as much. Give me either one or two of those. And that's going to change. Give me either one or two. And
stop trying to tickle me. You know I like him, so don't be trying to get at me.
Hey, like I said, I know I want to win. No one likes a loser. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, though, if you have to lose a little bit to get further in life, like you said earlier in the show. Remember you said it earlier, sometimes you gotta take a step back to go forward.
Yeah, but I'm not finna lose a game, John.
I'm not gonna give
If I lose it, fighting my butt off. If I lose it, fighting my butt off, then I lose it. I'm not finna go out there and say, I don't feel like pass rushing. I let him go by. I ain't gonna rip off and make the tackle.
No.
I'm let him go by.
I'm not asking you to lose. I'm going to set you up to lose because I'm going to put people less talented to play next to you so you'll stand out while the rest of the team cannot underachieve and then boom.
That's too easy. That's that. I can't say the word online.
but hey, I can't. But that's what they're doing though. That's what they're doing.
Listen, here's the deal, Johnny.
It won't last long.
It won't last long because let me tell you this: if you are, I'm telling you, if you are, let's take the good out of Jacksonville, the wide receiver squad. Let me tell you this: if you on the wide receiver squad, you better not hear nobody trying to tank because you got a couple of wide receivers that are going to go up. Either Jaguars going to have to pay them or they're leaving.
Well, that's the problem. This is the problem. You guys think the players are tanking. I've never said a player is tanking. The front office is tanking. You put lesser talented people in there so they do not achieve what the goal is to be. For example, you get rid of, I don't know, Unique Ngakoue and put in Taven Bryan, who's failed for how long? You're setting yourself up.
I mean, you got to go. I mean, that's what they had, right? I mean,
I hope that's not the case. I hope
that
that's not the case, Johnny. I hear what you're saying,
yeah.
and I hope that that's not the case. I would hope that is. That would be unbelievable to me. Because I'm
gonna put it right now. I'm blaming Minshew on it. If he would have been a franchise quarterback, then none of this would have happened. But he's not. We see what we had to do. We had to get a quarterback. I mean, let's be honest.
Why you blame Minshew for that?
Because if he would have been the man, if he becomes a man, then we're decent. Then we can get a draft pick that you guys want, like 5 to 10 range, and then we build around it that way.
He
but
got
we can't.
hurt.
Since,
he hurt.
Huh?
He hurt.
He never had the skills. Last year was a fluke. Let's be honest. He had the mustache. He had the persona like this with the coat. You know.
He hurt. He hurt.
That's fine, but he's not franchise quarterback. Are you rolling with him next year?
He can't throw.
Let me ask you this, John. So Johnny, let me ask you this.
Not college. This is NFL. You can't just throw with your other hand. You ain't never threw with the other hand.
Listen, hey Johnny, I'm gonna start some shit because I know we're gonna get some mess out of this. I know we're gonna get some mess out of this. I'm gonna go ahead and say it now. So we go into the draft. Who's the first person you're gonna pick?
What are we? 1 or 2?
2. We won't be 1.
Who got number 1 pick? Would they pick?
The Jets gonna be number 1.
Okay, who would they pick?
Doesn't matter. You tell me who you looking for.
Well, I was gonna be Fields or Lawrence. That's that simple. That's a no-brainer.
Well, we know Lawrence ain't going to the Jets. But tell me this: would you actually pick Lawrence knowing that he said, "I'm not going to the Jets"?
Yeah, because I'm not the Jets. I'm the Jaguars. Way different.
Let me tell you this: if he ain't going to the Jets, he ain't coming to the Jaguars.
I wouldn't say that, but it just depends. I mean, what do I have to do to get to that position? Because, if he ain't going to play for the Jets and they get the number 1 pick, they're going to trade that pick then.
Correct.
So what do I have to give up? If I had to give up a lot, nope, I'm cool with Fields, and I'll build around Fields. But I prefer Trevor Lawrence.
Why?
But if I had to, my backup plan, which you always have a backup plan and everything, Fields is my man, and I'm rolling with him.
Man, let me tell you something.
Because he'll be the next Watson or Russell.
I would take Fields before Trevor Lawrence. You know why? Because Fields has always gone on record and said, wherever I go, I go.
Like I said, we'll see.
You know what?
I hope we do.
I ain't
good.
playing with you no more. Hey, we're going to bring Dr. Curry on because we're going to talk about some other serious stuff going on.
We got Steph Curry's mom on?
We're going to bring Dr. Curry on. Miss Jocelyn. Miss Jocelyn, how you doing? She ain't on there yet. Because we're going to talk about John and his bad feet.
You better get up. You better call Steph.
Woo!
Oh, can you all see me?
Hey,
Hi, how are you?
How are you all?
We are doing great. So listen, before we get started, I know you're a Falcons fan and all.
Of course, born and raised, yes.
The Falcons ain't no good either.
What? That's okay. We're not that great, but that's okay.
Hey, so listen, thank you for coming on. So me and Johnny Jaguar, we really wanted you on to talk about John and his bad feet and ankles.
Oh, he got corns and bunions and some green stuff growing on the toenails.
Hey, Lex, can you mute them, Lex, please? Can you mute them, please, Lex? No.
They're ganging up on you like that.
I know, but look, this is for me. Like, I got the stem cell treatment in both my feet.
Okay.
So what the stem cell treatment did for me, it took away the aching pain, like the throbbing pain. But now I deal with when I try to go walking with my kids and just doing stuff around the house or trying to work out. I'm talking about right out the workout, like an hour later, man, it's like this pain, and I don't know what it's from. I'm just trying. The doctor said I had arthritis from head to toe.
Oh wow.
Okay. So I didn't know arthritis hurt that bad if it's arthritis.
Yeah, it can.
again, so I was thinking it was my weight. So, I don't know. Is it anything else I can do?
Well, arthritis is tough to get around. Weight is a factor because even 5 pounds overweight affects the joints in the feet. So that can be a factor. But once arthritis or the cartilage damage has set in, there's not a whole lot we can do to reverse it other than kind of managing the pain or major surgeries to fuse those joints that are really arthritic.
Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, the topical things like the topical pain medication creams can really help. People do the Epsom salt soaks, and then you have the herbal side of it, that's taking turmeric or glucosamine can help. But yeah, so it's really about managing the pain.
Okay, were those natural drugs you were talking about? Because those natural, because I'm already taking. I have to take 800 ibuprofen, and I take a muscle relaxer, and I know it's killing me inside. I've been taking it since college.
Right.
But I know the pills are killing me inside. I just have to pray over my body every day. But I can't do it. It's so much pain at night trying to sleep. I can't sleep.
Right. So I mean, it really depends on where your pain is, and like if it's a particular joint that can be addressed, maybe surgically, or even having custom insoles made to better support your feet is also a great option to try and eliminate some of that day-to-day pain, at least lessen it, so it's not so intense.
So let me ask you this, Justin, because what John is saying, we had a couple of players on the show probably 2 weeks ago, and everybody kind of nod their head. My ankle hurt, my feet hurt, my ankle hurt, my feet hurt. So here's, from a guy looking in, why y'all not taking care of this mess while y'all playing football? I mean, gotta be somebody.
Yeah, the tough part about it is because it's going to take you out of the game or out of practice or out of what you want to do. So people tend to ignore it and kind of just push through it. And now that you're not playing, you don't have to push through it. It's like the pain is not going to let up. It's going to tell you it's
there. Just what she said is exactly what we do. We push through it. We take the shot, the Toradol shot, and we go.
Yeah.
And guess I'm just trying to tell the fellas now that's playing, you gonna deal with it at the end. It's gonna hurt, baby.
That's my point. If you playing, so we know that the NFL, actually all sports, they always have a head doctor for the team and the this and the that.
Right.
And never, in my knowledge, I don't know about John, I've never heard not one time anybody say, I have a ankle, foot doctor, these hurt. I never hear it until they retire. And then they say, oh man, I'm hurting, but the worst part is I can't walk.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Yeah. I don't know why it waits till you retire, until you're not playing as much to want to get some attention to it. People just ignore their feet. That's from all walks of life, not even athletes. They just ignore them until they can't do it anymore, and then they come off as limping.
Yeah.
But that's 80% of what they need.
So what can they do? Like, all right, we hard-headed. So
Dr. Scholes, baby, Dr. Scholes. Slide those bad boys in there.
No, Dr. Scholes, those are horrible. It's a waste of money. So you just have to get the support early on. Like my nephews have horrible flat feet. My husband has flat feet. So I've gotten them custom orthotics early on so that they can do the activity they want to do without having the pain. So it's a lot of it's about kind of getting ahead of the pain. So you're not really having to kind of deal with it after the fact and try to fix what's already broken. You get ahead of it and get a full exam beforehand, and you'll know what you need to stop from getting so bad. So that is something I suggest a lot of athletes who are just getting into it and not ignoring it. If you have any kind of foot pain, it can be handled before it gets to the point of tendons are torn and joints are arthritic and arches are falling and all that stuff. Yeah.
So basically, also, I was doing a little bit, right? So all the massages, the treatment of cold tub, just see if I would have did it more like just did it, even though I knew my feet weren't hurting. Like just pamper my feet like y'all women do when y'all go and get y'all feet done. I should have done that more. You know what I'm saying? I should have done that more, and that's just probably why I'm dealing with this pain now.
But here's what's funny. So Jocelyn, you're in Atlanta.
I am.
And so I don't know about in Jacksonville. Like I said, I've never heard in the NFL anybody talk about, listen, all sports, they try not to send you to too many doctors because they don't want you not playing.
Right.
But your ankles and your feet, 80% of what you need, they don't have a doctor for.
Oh man,
I watched John play his whole career, and I've never heard him say, "Oh yeah, I got to go see the doctor about my ankle and my feet." It's always been, "I got to see the doctor about my shoulder, my head, even his ear." I remember he had an ear infection, but they ain't never said nothing about his feet.
But what's so bad is that it doesn't come up until something's broken, and then they send you to the orthopedic or the podiatrist when something's actually broken, and you can't play. But if you can push through it with a shot, they tend to ignore it until it's too late.
There you go. You know, and as players, we really do have to take care. Look, I don't like the way the rules are. I hate the fines. That, you know, we accidentally hit a helmet or do some cut blocks. So I understand why they're doing it, to protect us. And if I can tell them, they need to do it. Because you don't, this right here, like I done said it before and I say it again, look, man, you don't want to lose this when you're done. And then you don't want to lose these because 2 months in a bed and couldn't do nothing, had to use the bathroom from the side. When I had to go do the other number 2, and it was the hardest thing in the world, I couldn't walk. You understand? They were swollen, gout. Then my foot, then another thing was going on. I had gout and something at the same time. And I just wanted somebody to chop my legs off.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's how bad it was. So,
and I'm a witness to that. I'm a witness to that. So I had told John, I said, well, I know somebody that you can talk to, because after watching John and then we talking to other players, we realized, man, not only the guys that's retired going through it, the guys that's still playing going through it. But they don't really have, I don't want to say, I don't know if they don't have access or they don't have knowledge to have access. The only access I've ever seen is head, shoulder, fingers, everything from the waist up.
That's because they make it, you have, as a player, you making that money, you have to do things. You have to go get second opinions on your own, third opinions on your own. If you got to make, and you tell them, I'm finna go get this opinion, and you can leave. But Doc, because we used to go to Alabama for your shoulder. Each place when you'll go somewhere in California. You see what I'm saying? You have to make it. And that's what, so it's a knowledge of not knowing where to go.
I think a lot of it too is just also normalizing it. Like, it's okay to have a bunion pain. Like, I think Julio Jones he had surgery called it turf toe or something. Like, you had a bunion.
Man,
it's so simple. I do those every week. He had bunion surgery. That's all it was. It wasn't anything traumatic.
But was it painful?
It was a painful bunion. That's what it came down to. But they make it sound something. Oh, it's so horrible. It's turf toe. It's a fractured joint. No, it's a bunion. Just call it what it is, and then won't feel so bad about getting theirs fixed.
What can people do to take care of their feet, like the average Joe, to make sure they don't have issues like John later on in life? You know.
So the biggest things I can tell patients is put on real shoes, even in the house. Not if you have hardwood floors, don't walk barefoot. You know, people don't want to take the shoes off in the house and have a shoe that's just for the house, but it's a real shoe, not a slide-in little sandal we get from somewhere that has no support. Especially in these COVID times, people are at home so much more. They're not wearing real shoes. I'm seeing foot pain that's so preventable if you just put on a real shoe around the house. And just lotion your feet. I mean, if you just lotion them and moisturize them, it can keep a lot of stuff out that's not supposed to be in.
You have ashy feet? You're saying no to the ash?
No to the ash.
No.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
So does cocoa butter help better to prevent it? Because I know when people, are pregnant, they use that stuff to reduce like stress marks and stuff. Is that the same thing with the feet? You want to go like a cocoa butter instead of like a scented lavender?
Yeah, shea butter, something all natural is great. That helps to moisturize the skin. It helps to keep all the bad stuff out, keep it nice and sealed. So that's always great too.
Hey, so John, so Dr. Curry got the kids waking up in the morning and say, you can't get out of bed till you put that cocoa butter on.
Right. Don't skip the feet. They stop at the ankles for some reason. Like they just hide them. So yeah, get the whole thing.
The insoles. What do you think?
So I recommend doing custom insoles. So meaning you actually make a digital impression of your foot. And so it's custom made just to your foot type, what your foot needs. So your right, but you need different from your left. So it's not just a generic insole you find in the store. So it's made just so that it has the right arch support, has the right heel lift, has the right support under the ball of the foot. And that way it'll last longer. You can interchange them into different shoes and it'll last you 5 or 10 years, depending on how much activity you're doing.
I did that one. I did that once with the play because I had flat feet.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't make the insole. You know, it don't fit every shoe.
Correct. Yeah.
So I just like I wear slip-on, so I need an insole for slip-on shoes. Is that something? Because I know my feet are big, but you understand? So
what size shoe you wear?
You got a 15
on
my slip-on. It'd be a snug, so I probably gotta go to a 16, but I'm barefooted all day at home. That's what. So I got you.
That might be it right there. She said barefoot at home is not good.
It's not good. Right. I feel it.
We got to get you a good custom house shoe, something that you're going to wear around the house that's going to keep that arch supported. Even if it's like a good, like one brand I like is Vionics. That's a good brand that has a built-in arch support. Everybody can't wear maybe too much arch support, but it's a good one that has a good flip-flop or even a house shoe that has arch support built in.
Oh, what is it called?
Now, what about for Tony? Now, he needs something to slide in to make him taller, like, Sylvester Stallone has. So what do you recommend for short guys like him?
Now, see, I don't get into the heel lift, the whole lift action.
Listen, you better back up off me with that ugly jacket on.
Hey, you can't hate on style, man.
Hey, look here, before we get out of here, I want to say thank you, because now I know I was, COVID. I don't wear my shoes in the house. When I got my
better
shoes,
now.
But I'm gonna go get a shoe just for that.
Just for the house, right?
But see, now I got a wham, so maybe that's gonna take away some of the pain.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for that, because I wasn't doing it. Now I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I don't want that pain no more. It's just too much.
Right. Good.
Yeah, so I really thank you for coming on.
Jocelyn, thank you so much. We got a couple of players that you're gonna have to give Lex your information, because I know when we get off of this call, it's gonna be some mess, and everybody gonna try to call you at the same time. And I don't want to give everybody your personal number because I know what's gonna happen.
Okay.
but we got a good contact for you. When we get off the air, we get a contact for you. I'll make sure Big John has your number, because I know he's going to call you within 30 minutes after we get off this show.
I ain't going to do you like that.
He'll at least have till Monday.
I just want to make sure I got the right name. What was that insole name?
Oh, the shoe brand is called Vionics. Yeah, it's Vionic. Vionics. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. That's what I was going to ask you.
Oh, and before I get off the show, thank you, Lex. Oh my God, all three of us gonna be in trouble. Happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Well, happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday.
It's Tony Mom's birthday.
Woo! Gonna get me in trouble. Thank you, Lex. Lex got it.
Way to go, Lex. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of JFL Live. Special guest, Jocelyn Curry. We thank you. John, I'm gonna let you close us out, John.
Yeah, John,
man, it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good game tomorrow. I hope it's gonna be real close. I unfortunately do hope the Browns will pull off the W for our future of Jacksonville, so we can get a top quarterback, a franchise quarterback that the Jaguars never had yet. But that's gonna happen soon. But no, I hope it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be hot, so I won't get to wear the coat, unfortunately, and make a statement out there. But it's gonna be good. It's great having the doctor on here. I hope you learned something today. That stop wearing no shoes in the house. I got my slides on, so as soon as I'm off, I'm sliding into my Nikes, walking around the house with those.
JFL
so
is out.
prepare for the
Peace.
future.